Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. We've got another packed Call of Duty Mobile news update today, and there is actually quite a lot to talk about. We're going to be discussing the next free legendary weapon that is coming to the game, new information regarding the upcoming public test servers, details about the highly anticipated Persona 5 Royal collaboration, and finally, we'll take another look at the Zodiac Series Armory that's arriving very soon. So if you're excited for Season 6 and want to stay up to date with everything coming to COD Mobile, make sure to stick around until the end because we've got some interesting information to go over. Let's jump right into it. Starting off with some exciting news regarding Mythic Cash rewards. If you head over to the events section in-game, you'll notice an important announcement. The current Striker source code reward is officially approaching the end of its availability period. Once the countdown timer reaches 0 and Season 6 begins, this reward will be removed and replaced with an entirely new free legendary blueprint. That's right, another free legendary weapon is on the way. Now, at the time of recording, Activision has not revealed which weapon will be receiving this upcoming legendary blueprint. However, if we look at previous cash rewards and free legendary releases, there are a few clues that might help us predict what could be coming next. Historically, many of the free legendary weapons released through these systems have been based on existing designs from previous Call of Duty titles. More specifically, several of them have been inspired by Mastercraft blueprints originally featured in Black Ops Cold War. Because of that trend, many players currently believe the next free legendary could also be a Cold War Mastercraft variant adapted for Call of Duty Mobile. Of course, right now, that remains speculation. Until official information is released, nobody knows exactly which weapon has been selected. Personally, I'm just excited to see another free legendary finally arriving. It feels like it's been quite some time since we've received a major free weapon reward of this caliber, so hopefully the developers deliver something that both free-to-play and paying players can enjoy. As soon as we receive leaks, teasers, or official confirmation regarding the next legendary blueprint, I'll make sure to cover everything right here on the channel. Now let's move on to what is arguably the most important topic of today's video. The next public test server. As many of you know, registration for the upcoming Chinese test server opened around a week ago and is scheduled to close on June 7th. Once registration officially ends, the test server itself is expected to go live shortly afterward. This is a very important stage in the development cycle because test servers often reveal upcoming content weeks before it officially releases. Based on previous seasons, the Chinese test server is expected to run from approximately June 9th until June 22nd. And as usual, the global test server should follow shortly after. While there is no exact release date for the global version yet, history suggests it usually arrives a few days after the Chinese server becomes available. Now, the reason players are so excited about this particular test server is because it's expected to contain content from not just one season, but potentially 2 seasons. Reports suggest the build could include content planned for both Season 6 and Season 7. That means we could get our first look at numerous upcoming features. Expected content currently includes a brand new weapon, a new Battle Royale class, gameplay improvements, balance changes, quality of life updates, and potentially even additional unreleased content that hasn't been announced yet. Every test server usually contains a few surprises, so there is always the possibility that hidden files or unfinished features get discovered by data miners. And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about test server season. It's always exciting to see what the developers have been working on behind the scenes. Whether it's new score streaks, operator skills, weapons, maps, or completely unexpected features, public test servers often provide our first glimpse at the future of the game. Once the Chinese and global test servers become available, I'll be covering all the major discoveries, patch notes, leaks, and hidden content right here on the channel. I'll also provide download links and installation guides for anyone interested in testing the content themselves. So definitely stay tuned because the next couple of weeks should be very interesting. Now, moving on to another major topic. Call of Duty Mobile has officially announced yet another collaboration. and this one has generated a lot of discussion within the community. The game is collaborating with Persona 5 Royal. Ever since the teaser was released, fans have been trying to figure out exactly how this crossover will work. While Activision has not yet revealed the full details, there are already several theories circulating based on the reveal trailer. One of the biggest theories is that the collaboration will arrive in the form of a Series Armory event. This speculation comes from similarities to previous crossover events such as Gundam and Street Fighter, both of which utilized the Series Armory system. Looking at the teaser trailer, 4 major Persona characters can be seen. These include Joker, Panther, Queen, and Violet. Because all 4 characters appear prominently in the promotional material, many players believe they could become operator skins available through a dedicated Series Armory. But that's not all. Each character can also be seen holding what appears to be a unique weapon blueprint. This has led to another popular theory suggesting that alongside the Operator Armory, there could also be a separate weapon armory featuring 4 legendary blueprints themed around the collaboration. Again, I want to emphasize that this is currently speculation. Nothing has been officially confirmed beyond the existence of the collaboration itself. However, if CD Mobile follows the same format as previous crossover events, a Series Armory would certainly make sense. Personally, I think Persona 5 Royal is actually a very interesting choice for a collaboration. The franchise has an incredibly distinctive art style, memorable characters, and a huge fan base around the world. That visual style could translate extremely well into operator skins, weapon effects, calling cards, emotes, and other cosmetics. The biggest question right now is how far the developers are willing to go with the crossover. Will it simply be a few themed skins? Or will we see custom voice lines, special animations, unique lobby themes, and perhaps even limited-time events? We'll have to wait and see. But regardless, this is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated collaborations of the year. Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for Persona 5 Royal coming to Call of Duty Mobile, or would you have preferred a different collaboration? Finally, let's talk about the Zodiac Series Armory. The upcoming Zodiac 2 Series Armory is scheduled to release on June 19th, and thanks to the Chinese version of the game, we now have another detailed showcase of everything included. We've already covered most of the rewards and features of this armory in previous videos, so I won't spend too much time repeating information you've already heard. However, for those who may have missed the earlier coverage, this latest showcase provides an excellent look at the weapon effects, character models, animations, and overall design philosophy behind the collection. One thing that immediately stands out is the level of detail. The developers have clearly invested significant effort into creating a visually impressive set of cosmetics. Whether you're interested in the operator skins, weapon blueprints, or collectible aspects of the armory, there is definitely a lot to appreciate here. Of course, as always, whether the armory is worth investing in will ultimately depend on your personal preferences and how much you enjoy the Zodiac theme. For collectors, though, this is likely going to be one of the more attractive armories released this year, so keep an eye out for its release on June 19th. And with that, we've covered everything for today's update. We talked about the upcoming free legendary weapon replacing the Striker source code reward, the next Chinese and global public test servers, the highly anticipated Persona 5 Royal collaboration, and the Zodiac 2 Series Armory arriving later this month. The next few weeks are looking absolutely packed with content, so there should be plenty of news, leaks, and announcements to discuss very soon. If you enjoyed today's update, make sure to support the video and let me know which upcoming feature you're most excited about. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one with more Call of Duty Mobile news. Take care, and have a great day.